guys, happy new year, merry Christmas, happy holidays. So this past year I read quite a few books and then I chose some of my favorites because I think I read around like almost 70 books this year. I have picked out a few of my favorite books from 2017 that I absolutely love, so continue watching and we'll get to it. Right now. Okay, I have some of the books here with me, and this one, I finished this one literally like yesterday. It's called The Demon King. It's part of a Seven Realms novel, and I actually, so I started reading it and I was like, kind of like the first like 20 pages I was like, like don't really know what's going on. It's like, oh my gosh, it's actually really good, you know. So yeah, this book I really liked. It's kind of hard to sum up like what happened in the book, but it's a series, so it's gonna continue, so I'm definitely gonna read the next one. It's on my Goodreads list already, so I'm really excited. And I couldn't put this book down. Like, I sat on the couch and read it in one day. Like, it was so good. It is Places No One Knows. Yeah.
It's about this girl and this guy, obviously, cliche, right? But, so this guy's like a stoner and he's like failing school and whatever. And this girl's like a straight A student, like incredible, she's gonna get into Harvard or whatever. And in the middle of the night, she can't sleep, so she goes jogging and stuff like that. But all of a sudden she can sleep, but when she sleeps, her body moves to different places and she ends up at this party where this guy is high and he's on drugs and he's under a table and she can talk to him and no one sees her but him. I know I'm getting cliche, but whatever.
So I get this book, It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover, and like, wow. Like
so at the beginning, like it's like this romance, right? With a girl and this doctor, and you know, they want different things in life and stuff, and then they hook up and whatever, but she is from an abusive relationship, like in her family, like her father and mother. It's like a bad dynamic, and then this guy ends up doing some things, and it was really powerful, and the message, and like, girl, like, it was good. I'm not a huge fan, but like, I'm a huge fan. So
This Is Where It Ends. I'm not gonna try and pronounce the author's name. I saw the book cover for this one, and it's like chalk breaking, and I was like, oh, that looks really cool. So, and then I read the synopsis on Goodreads probably, and I was like, oh girl, this book sounds pretty good. So it's like,
it's a school shooting, and so the students are in the gym and the doors won't open and someone's shooting them, and there's a couple students that weren't in the gym, so it's told from various like perspectives, and like, so one of them, like, I think the sister's in the gym or whatever, and like they try to break them out, and like it was also kind of powerful and very sad and heartbreaking. Like, oh wow. I give it a 4 out of 5 as well. It was, yeah.
Okay, this was called One of Us Is Lying, and my cousin recommended it to me, and
so this kid dies in detention because of like a peanut allergy or something like that, and there was like 5 other students in the classroom and a teacher, and then they try and figure out who killed him, and all these truths unravel, and if you like 13 Reasons Why, this kind of is up that alley. It was really good. I really liked it. I would read it again.
Another 5 out of 5. A Court of Wings and Ruin, and this is the 3rd book in Sarah J. Maas's series, Court of Thorns and Roses, and I love it. It's probably gonna be a series that I buy for my birthday or something like that because I loved it. It had that supernatural component that I love, you know, the flying, the dynamic relationships, the romance, action, literally everything. I loved it. Another book I read this summer was The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue. Hilarious. 4 out of 5. I don't know why I didn't give it a 5 out of 5, but I just remember that being just like a hilarious book.
It was about these, I think it was 2 guys that went on like a kind of like a road trip, but it's set kind of like back in time a little bit. Yeah, they go on this tour of Europe and some stuff happens, and I don't know, I remember being like really funny. Yeah, I'm not doing the book justice, but it was good. It was really good.
Then I read The Kiss of Deception.
Oh, this one kind of has a little twist in it. Again, there's a love triangle, but one of them is a prince that I think she's supposed to marry, but she doesn't know his She doesn't know that. She's unaware of that. And then the other guy is an assassin sent to kill her. So I think that's why I really like this book. And I gave it a 4 out of 5. It was really, I think I just really liked the whole assassin thing, even though it was like a love triangle. It was good.
I give 5 out of 5 to A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. I think this one
It was like kind of like a children's storybook where it has like all these pictures and very little writing. And you read it in like 20 minutes or whatever. And I was bawling by the end. Like I was crying and crying out. Like it was so sad. I want to read it again. But I remember just crying my eyes out. I was in the backyard sun tanning and I was just crying. Like it was so good. So sad, so sad. I gave that one a 5 out of 5 because that just really got me in the heartstrings.
Strange the Dreamer, 4 out of 5. This one's pretty hype. I don't know why I didn't give it a 5 out of 5. I remember really liking this book. It was weird and wacky and wild and supernatural, and I just remember loving it. Like a god slayer and legendary warriors. The answers await in weep. Yeah, that book was amazing. Queen of the Tearling, I also gave that a 4 out of 5. And I think
Emma Watson is gonna act in this movie or a different movie or something like that. So I'm really excited about that. So this one again is about a princess claiming her throne, become a queen, sorcerers, light, darkness, and stuff like that. So this one I give a 4 out of 5.
3 Dark Crowns, I give that a 3 out of 3. I meant a 3 out of 3, a 5 out of 5. I gave 3 Dark Crowns a 5 out of 5.
Oh yes, this one was about these triplet girls, and each of them are going to be queen or something, but they have to kill each other or something like that. Each sister has to fight for the crown, and they're like 16, and yeah, I remember this book being really good. It was like an adventure, it was a wild ride. I remember really liking it. It was a 5 out of 5.
The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender, I remember liking this one. I gave it a 4 out of 5. Magical realism, like in a quest to understand herself, I guess. Next book, Flannery, More Lisa. I give it a 5 out of 5 as well. Wow, all the 5 out of 5s are coming up. She says to make a love potion. Rumor has it that it works. Labyrinth Lost. I remember loving this book. Okay, I remember loving it.
So she's like this witch, but she hates magic, and she has a death day celebration. And she does a spell to get rid of her power, and her family vanishes, and she's left alone with this boy. The ending was wild. Oh my gosh, wait, I just remembered the end. It was the best plot twist in my entire life. I screamed. Oh my gosh, it literally 5 out of 5. 10 out of 10. So good.
Trouble is a Friend of Mine. I give it a 4 out of 5, and it was kind of, I think it was about
high schoolers or something, so it's kind of like a bit younger. But this one boy is wild. Like he does all these pranks and things, and this girl gets swept up, and there's this huge mystery, and it was actually really good. And I told my cousin to read it, who was like 13 last year, and now she's like 14, and I think she really liked it. So that's a book that I really liked.
Next book is What We Saw.
I can't remember really what it was, but I think it was kind of like 13 Reasons Why, you know, the party scene when something goes wrong and people see and stuff like that. Yeah, a picture is passed out about a party the next morning, and they suspect they don't have all the details, and yeah, there's a whole controversy, and it's inspired by real events and stuff, and I gave that one a 4 out of 5. I think that was kind of a sad one.
Charm and Strange. This was a really weird book. I gave it a 4 out of 5.
It's really weird. If you want a weird book, yeah. It's like a lonely teenager in a boarding school, shuts everyone out, and there's this other boy, and yeah, and they're at a party, and they battle something, and I don't know, it's wild darkness and stuff like that. And I just remember being really weird, but I gave it a 4 out of 5.
Yeah. We Are the Ants, 5 out of 5. So good.
We Are the Ants. I don't know why I love that book so much, but it's really good. I think it was a bit weird too. It's about this guy who's like abducted by aliens, you know, and you can't tell if he's just like blacks out or something, and just in high school, and all these things are happening. So it's a way to cope with life, I think. So that one, 5 out of 5. I loved it. I'm obsessed with it.
I read The Star-Touched Queen.
This girl is cursed with a horoscope that promises a marriage of destruction and stuff. And I remember in this book, she goes to this palace, and I think it's like the Nightmare Palace or something. I might be confusing it with another book. But there were on the walls, she was like locked in this castle palace thing. And on the walls there were like these, not carpets, but they're pictures painted maybe or something. And then she could touch them and they moved, or she went in them or something like that. And it was really cool. So I give that book a 4 out of 5 star. I really liked it. It was kind of like Beauty and the Beast, you know, but like way different.
This book, I give it a 5 out of 5. It's called My Lady Jane.
And in My Lady Jane, there's this, so there's like, it's like going back in time in Europe or whatever, and we have King Edward, you know, and he's dying, so he has to name a successor, and he picks his cousin Jane or something, and then there's this guy named Gifford, but he's actually a horse during the day and a human at night. His family wants to marry him into the wealthy lifestyle of Jane and something, and so it's like this love story, but it's hilarious. And I give it a 5 out of 5.
Then I read Rebels of the Sand, which got a 5 out of 5.
And it's about mortals that rule the desert, and I think there's like a train and they run, and there's a gunslinger, and Jin, a foreigner, in a shooting contest, and a rebellion and stuff like that. So a little bit of romance, but a rebellion that happens in the desert. So Rebel of the Sands, fitting title.
Next, we have another 5 out of 5 one called Daughter of Smoke and Bone, and I gave that one a 5 out of 5, and I'm waiting to read the next one.
So there's like this girl, and I think she's in a painting class, and this guy comes in, and there's all these handprints that are appearing on doorways, scorched by strangers and stuff like that, and she is caught up in this brutal war. It's like a supernatural war, of course. But then I think they get separated, and the realms close the doors, and she can't get back in, and either her family is on the other side or her lover or something like that. So that's why I have to read the next book to see how she undoes that, or he gets back over there, opens the portal up again, or something like that. So I give that a 5 out of 5 because it was good.
But this one is called The Girls by Emma Klein, and it was a 4 out of 5 star.
This is about a cult. This one I actually loved. It was like crazy good, weird. I don't even know. I give it a 4 out of 5. The Girls by Emma Klein. So it's about these girls who are like hanging out, and all of a sudden they're on this like farm place where like there's no electricity, and they go into rooms and there's just like trash bags of clothes and mattresses, and outside there's like bonfires and people doing weird, I don't know, drugs or just weird things, and they're in this cult, and they just can't leave. Just like this, it was weird, but I really liked it. The Girls, yeah, it's, if you like a good cult story, that would be it. I give it a 4 out of 5.
That pretty much sums up all the books I read in 2017, the ones that I really liked at least.